Hello students, now today we'll do chapter 13, exercise 13.2, and in this session I will explain question number 6 and 7. So in question number 7 I have written the question, that is, a contractor estimates that 3% could rewire Jaspinder's house in 4 days. Fine. So what is the two topics that we are going to discuss is number of days and number of person. So what is the contractor is estimating? He is estimating that if he takes 3% for what? For rewiring the Jaspinder house, then he will require 4 days. Fine. So the number of days is what? 4. And to complete the work in 4 days, how many persons he is taking? Initially 3. Now he gives a rethought. Now he thought about another thing, that if he uses 4% now. Now in the second sentence it is written, if he uses 4% instead of 3, how long should they take to complete the job? So now this time what he is thinking is, the contractor is going for 4% now. So if he goes for 4%, how many days how long he will take to complete the same job? Fine. So we have to understand why this is an inverse proportion. So it's quite obvious the job is a constant part out here. So if one particular job can be completed in 4 days just by taking a number of person as 3. Now instead of 3, if we take 4% to complete the same job, then obviously it's quite obvious that this value would be less than this value. Fine, because more number of men, less number of days. So that is the reason this quantity is increasing, but this quantity will be less than 4. So it is inverse proportion. So we will write inverse proportion. So what we do in inverse proportion? This into this, that is 4 into 3, that would be equals to x into 4. Okay. Now we have to transpose this 4 towards left hand side. So 4 into 3 upon 4 is equals to x. Reduce this to 4, then the value of x will be equals to 3. So this is your answer. So this is the solution of question number 6. Let's move on to question number 7. Now in question number 7 we have a batch of bottles. A batch of bottles is a collective noun. Fine. That means some number of bottles are kept. So that has been considered as a batch of bottles, was packed in 25 boxes with 12 bottles. That is how they are packing the batch of bottles in 25 boxes. So they are using 25 boxes, and in each box they are putting 12 bottles now. So what are the two topics we are discussing here? That is number of bottles and number of boxes. So according to the first sentence, how many boxes are there? 25. Fine. And how many bottles are there in each bottle? That is 12. Okay. So there are so many bottles are there. So many bottles. Okay. There's number of bottles are there. So this number of bottles are called the batch of bottles, and this batch of bottles are packed in a number of boxes is 25, and each box they are putting 12 bottles. Now in the second sentence it is said that if the same batch pack, that is if the same number of bottles has to be packed using 20 bottles in each box, that is instead of 12, now if we put 20 bottles in each box, then how many number of boxes will require? So obviously it is quite less. We'll need less boxes now. Fine. So when this is increasing, that is when the number of bottles is increasing in each box, obviously the number of box will also require less. So this is inverse proportion. Now when it is inverse proportion, what we do with the figures, that is 12 into 25 equals to 20 into x. Okay. Now we have to transpose this 20 towards left hand side. That is 12 into 25 upon 20. That would be equals to x. Now reduce this 25 and 20 with 5. 5 5s are 25. 5 4s are 20. 4 1s are 4. 4 3s are 12. So 3 5s are what? So value of x would be equals to 15. 15. So 15 number of boxes will require instead of 25 now. So when there are 15 boxes, then in each bottle you have to put 20 bottles. Then only there would be a 15 bottles. The requirement of 15 boxes will be there. Okay. So this is the solution of question number 7. Okay. So in next session I will explain question number 8 and 9. Thank you students. Take care all of you and stay blessed.